Christine here with another cute, quick, and simple card I made using my Cricut. Today I am using my Hello Kitty Cricut cartridge. It is the Greetings cartridge, and this cute little image I thought was adorable. I needed a card to say that I was thinking of someone, that they're in my prayers, and this is the card I came up with. So let's get started. I started out with a white cardstock. In this particular case, my first layer is already down, and I already also have a simple liner in the inside, which I'll get to after. So, as I said, it was a white cardstock, and then all my paper combinations come from my mind's eye, a 6x6 designer paper called Blush. I don't have one. I have the cover to show you all the different papers, but I really don't have very many left because I keep using this paper pack because I simply adore all of the colors, especially this one, which is the same one that I used for her raincoat. So I took an 8.5 by 11 cardstock and I cut it at 5.5 inches and then folded in half to get a standard A2 size card. Then this pretty pale blue with flowers layer is actually 4 1/4 by 5.5, which covers the full front face of the card. And then I took another layer, this really pretty pink polka dotted one, and I cut this at 4 inches by 5.25, and I'm just going to take some adhesive and my ATG gun, and I'm going to put that in the center of what I've already done. Okay, right about here. Okay, and then I have one more layer. It is, this pretty layer with script writing on it. I thought it was really pretty. It's very tiny, and I thought it was adorable. So I cut this down 1/4 inch shorter, so 3 3/4 by 5, and again I'm going to take my adhesive and run that quickly over it and add it to the center of what I've already done, just like so. Okay, then I took another pretty piece of paper. It's a 1/2 inch long by 5 inches in length, and all I'm going to do is I added some ribbon, and then on an angle I just put this piece of ribbon, and then I cut the tips off and added some gems. And what I'm going to do is just add it to the bottom piece of the script paper that I already put down. So I'm just going to take my adhesive real quick, and I'm going to put that right on the bottom. Typically I add my embellishments at the end, but I was playing and I wasn't sure I was going to keep it, and I decided I was, so it's already there. Okay, then I got all my images from the Hello Kitty cartridge, and this is very wrinkly because it is actually very well used. It is my Hello Kitty Greetings. And on page 54 is this really pretty image of Hello Kitty in a rain jacket with an umbrella. So she has cut at 3 3/4 inch, and I didn't use a solid black. I used one of the papers from the paper pack. I don't think I have an extra one left over, and I don't see any of the scraps. I don't. No, I don't have any of the scraps left over. So it's not a solid black. It's kind of it's got some pattern to it anyways, and it made the image not so crisp and contrast. It made it much more softer. So I cut out her at 3 3/4 inches, and then the face, the bow, the jacket, and the umbrella pieces. So I put her together, and I actually cut out the face piece twice and raised that on pop dot. Excuse me. And I also did the center of her bow. And I think she looks really, really cute. And her face, I don't know if you can see that, has a little light script in it as well. And I think she's so super cute. I added some pink little gems, the same as that I had to the ribbon. And I'm just going to add her with some adhesive right about there. So let me get her all sticky. Okay. And let me see. She has to go on a little bit of an angle, because if I put her straight up, she comes off the paper. And just right about here. But I thought she was a good size. She's not too big. I mean, typically I like to cut her out a little bit bigger because some of the pieces get really, really tiny to work with. But at almost being 4 inches, it's not too bad. Okay, and then I thought it needed a little something something because it was a little bit plain. So I added this cute little butterfly, and I cut it out 3 times. So once at a 1/2 inch and 2 times at 1 inch. And then I added the pink pretty patterned that I had used at the bottom in this piece, and I cut it out, and then I used the blue, which is really, really pale blue, to do the little body and head. And this is how they turned out. The one for 1/2 inch is really, really tiny, and I raised it on a piece of foam tape, and I'm just going to add it right there. And then these 2 pretty ones, I again raised it on pop dots, and I'm going to put one in the corner like so, and then another one a little further down in the opposite direction, just like so. And again, I used the black paper that I had in the paper pack, and it softens the butterfly where it still makes it a little delicate. And last but not least, I put my sentiment. This happens to be a stamp, I'm not sure which one, from Stampin' Up, and the scallop punch also from Stampin' Up. I raised it on pop dots, and I punched it out, and I'm just going to add it into the space that I have left over, just maybe right about here. And that pretty much covers my card. Oops. Get that off. And then I'll quickly raise the lid, and I'll show you. Basically, I just took some of the scrap paper that I had left over, either the opposite page side that was already used, or the same side. I had 2 pieces of paper. This is the same as the background I used. I had an extra butterfly hanging around. I didn't end up cutting the centers, but I think you can see more of the pretty pattern. And I just put it on, and that is pretty much it. Very quick, very simple card to make, and in the end, all these pretty pinks hopefully will make this person a little less sad. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.